So welcome to DST subject for the next session. So in the previous class we have seen what you mean by combinational circuits and what are the types of that and how to design a combinational circuits. Means for example half adder we have taken as a design example, and we have seen what is the procedure to follow the design, means what is the procedure to design the combinational circuits. So now once we know the combinational circuits, so what is the next, means how to use those combinational circuits. Okay, so with respect to that there is a next topic we need to know that. So integrated circuits. So as we are seeing on the PPT slide now, so introduction to integrated circuits. Okay, so integrated circuits. So what do you mean by integrated circuits? So integrated means, first it is basically the integration means the combining. So combining the circuits. So which type of circuits? So it may be sequential, it may be combinational. So basically we are talking about in digital now. So combinational or sequential. So those circuits we need to combine and put it into one area or one IC, means IC in the sense, so one circuit. So integration of different small circuits and making a one single final circuit or top circuit. Okay, so that we are calling as integration, means combining then circuits. So now with respect to this, so in 1965 the person called More, so we will pronounce as More. So he stated one law, so that we call as Moore's law. So that law is states that the number of transistors will be doubled. The number of transistors doubled in a chip. Okay, chip in the sense that we call as integrated circuit, means the number of transistors putting onto the single chip will be doubled at every approximately 2 years. Means at every 2 years the integration of the transistors will be doubled. So that will be stated by the Moore, okay, in the 1965. So now that, according to that, means he actually predicted that, but it is came into reality. So that just we are showing here the integration. So in the integration there are a lot of different types are there. Initially it is started with SSI. So as we are seeing on the PPT, SSI, that is small scale integration, means in that one the already we know that we have studied the gates, means the basic gates, for example AND gate, OR gate, NOT, NOR, NAND, okay, XOR. So like different gates we have studied. So in the SSI means the less than 12 gates, means the integration of the 10 gates in a single chip, the meaning of that, or is given as approximately the 12 gates. So that integration they are calling as small scale integration. Similarly MSI, that is medium scale integration, means in that integration method or a process, so 100 gates are integrated on a single chip. Similarly LSI, large scale integration, then VLSI, very large scale integration, then ULSI, ultra large scale integration, then GSI, that is gained, means GIANT, the gained scale integration. In that the 1 mega gates, means 10 raised to 6 gates integrated on a single chip. So these we call as a integration levels, means it has started with SSI and now at present it is GSI, means the whatever the Moore has stated in 1965 it is becoming true, means whatever we are seeing the developments. So basically the integrated circuit means we are integrating these many number of gates. Okay, so again gate consists of a transistors, that is nothing but, so the number of gates or circuits integrating in a combining in a single chip, okay, that we call as a integrated circuits. And now means the point says that the small scale ICs used to realize combinational logic designs, means small scale ICs in the sense, so as I told the gates, okay, and or not, whatever gates I am talking about, so that by using those gates we will build the higher circuits, we will build the complex circuits. So that's what the point here. The small scale means the basic gates we are using, ICs we will use to realize, or we can call as implement the bigger the combinational circuits. Okay, so now how it looks like. Okay, what we are talking about ICs, how it looks like. So it looks like, so what we are seeing on the picture, on the PPT now. So some of the PPTs and figures are taken from the source what I have specified below the PPT. Okay, so this is how the ICs looks like. Okay, in this IC, the whatever the gates will be implemented or realized in the hardware. So as we are looking here. So the next, okay, so if it is IC, how it's look like we have seen. So what the IC name represents. Okay, for example, in the figure we have seen that is MM74HC04N. So what we are seeing in the below figure, the name is MM74HC04N. So what it represents. So MC or MM, so it represents the first two letters represents the manufacturer name. So here MM or MC means the Motorola, the company name what it is designing and producing the manufacturing the IC, Motorola. Similarly, we have SN for the Texas Instruments. So Texas Instruments is one more company name who will manufacture the ICs. So like that many different companies are there. So just I am giving one example here. And the next one, the 74. The 74 indicates the commercial grade, means the what is the temperature range the IC will work for. Okay, the commercial grade means it will work for 0 to 70 degree temperature. So the 74 is the, so whatever the IC what we are seeing on the figure, so that represents the 74 means commercial grade. If it is 54, okay, in the second point, so we are seeing if it is 54, then it will be multi grade. So that is minus 55 degrees Celsius to 125 degrees Celsius plus 125 degrees Celsius. In that range the IC will work. The next one, HC. So as we are seeing HC, SC means high speed CMOS, means what is the type of the circuit they are used in the manufacturing. What is the type of circuit? Function will be the same. What is the type of circuits to implement that function? Okay, so HC means high speed CMOS. HCT, in some ICs will show HCT name, high speed CMOS with TTL compatible. So CMOS means the complementary, so metal oxide semiconductor. Okay, means the TTL means transistor logic, means the CMOS and TTL are the, in the further next slides we will see, coming slides, those we call as a logic families, means the technology used to build the circuits. Okay, what technology they have used to build the circuits, so that we call as the logic families. Okay, so for each family they have some specific name. HC means high speed CMOS, HCT means high speed CMOS with the TTL, means it can be used as TTL and also it can be used as CMOS. Next, 04. So 04 is the number given to the IC. 04, the type of circuit. Okay, 04 is nothing but a NOT gate here. Okay, 04 is NOT gate and 00 is NAND gate. Okay, 0 means 32 is OR gate and 08 is AND gate. So like that each gate have the specific number. So 04 specifies what is the type of the circuit. So this is a NOT gate. So because of that it is showing 04. Then lastly it is showing as N. N means the package type. Package type in the sense how the pins are organized, how it looks like, how the pins are organized. So pins are organized in the ICs in the two sides. Okay, so that we call as dual inline package. So if it is organized in 4 places, then we call as a quad. Okay, so as it is organized in 2 phases, we call as a dual. So like that many different packages are there. So we are not concentrating here, just we want to know what is the IC and how it looks like and what is that exactly. Okay, this is how we need to recognize the IC and what is the type of IC, what it is. The next one, so as I said, he has given, we are seeing here two ICs. One is 411 CMOS NAND gate and one more is 7400 TTL NAND. Both are NAND gates only, but one is from CMOS technology, one is from TTL technology. Okay, as we are seeing, in one IC we have 4 gates, we have 4 NAND gates. Okay, so 1 2 as a input pins, 3 is the output pin. So like that we are seeing the 4 gates here, 4 gates in the single IC. Okay, so what the difference we are getting here? The difference here is the first 2 gates are similarly in both the ICs, but if you take the third and fourth IC gates, the input pins are different here. If you take the CMOS, the input pins are 13 and 12. If you take the TTL, the input pins are even fourth also same here. Sorry, the third one. Okay, third one in the CMOS, the input pins are 8 and 9. But if you take the TTL, input pins are 9 and 10. So like this, the even though function is same, the inside design will be the different. The input pin configuration will be the different with respect to different technologies, and it may be same also, but here it is different. Okay, so because of that, first we need to, before using the ICs, working with that, we need to see which technology is it, CMOS or is it TTL. Okay, and how they are different we'll see in the last comparison table. Okay, so now IC means the integration of the integrated circuits. What they have integrated? They have integrated the gates here. So 4 gates they have integrated. Okay, so similarly we have seen dual inline package, and one more, the small IC what we are seeing in the PPT, so that is one more package, so that we call as SOIC. Okay, so SO, small outline integrated circuit. Okay, so that package is different. So here this is how the looks like the IC, integrated circuits. And the next, okay, so now as we are seeing the logic families, as the subject is the system design, it's very necessary to know what you mean by IC, so which we are going to use in the labs. Okay, so what do you mean by IC and how to read that name. Okay, and how to work with that. So what is the logic families? So as I said earlier, CMOS and TTL, as we are seeing here also. So with this there are other logic families. So what do you mean by logic families in the sense? So whatever the circuit integrated in the IC, on which technology it is made up of. Okay, what is the circuit implemented for that gate. Okay, so initially the diode logic was there. So after that, resistor transfer logic, transistor, then complementary metal oxide semiconductor, then emitter coupled logic. So these are the different logic families they have used while designing the ICs. Okay, so what do you mean by this? Okay, for example, so this is diode logic which will work as a AND gate. Means, for example, the 5 volts supply is applied here, VCC, and V and VB are the inputs and Vout is the output here. So whenever we apply, so anyway the power supply will be 5. So first two diodes with respect to the inputs are on only, means as it is 5 volts is applied, 1 is applied. So in digital either it is 1 or 0. 1 means 5 volts, 0 means 0 volts. Okay, no intermediate value will be taken here. Okay, so now here whenever, if it is both are 0 0, so both are 0 0, the 5 volts is connected to ground and there will be no output, as the DL, diode will not the active. Okay, if both are 1 1, okay, if both the inputs are 1 1, then only the 1 will be at the diode input at DL at X point, and the diode will be conducted, and the voltage whatever V volts, that is 1 we are getting at the Vout. Means this will work as a AND gate. If you apply any one of the 0 here, the whatever current will flows through ground and no output at the Vout. So this circuit will work as a AND gate. Okay, so this type of circuit we are calling as a diode logic. Similarly, if you see here the transistor logic, means we are using the 2 transistors, the BJT. Okay, so this is work as a NAND gate. So what is a NAND gate? When both the inputs are high, then the output should be low. The NAND gate means when both, this is the reverse of AND gate, when both inputs are high, then the output should be low, otherwise it will be high. So here if you apply 0, okay, if you apply any one 0, so transistor will not conduct, so it will be open, so directly whatever VCC is there, it will go to Vout, so that will become 1. So the output will be 0 only when both the transistors are active, means both the transistors are conduct. If both transistors conduct, the VCC will be connected to ground here, so it will be 0, so no output. So that output will be no output will be at the output V0. So to transistors to make it on, so both inputs should be 1 1. So this type of circuits, so basically it is working as RTL, that we call as resistor transistor logic. Okay, so like this, so these are the two different logic families what I have explained here. So in the CMOS, in the RTL type of IC, so this type of circuit will be used. So similarly we have the TTL and CMOS. So these are the circuits for one single gate, it will be used in the implemented in the IC. Okay, so similarly these are the circuits will be used in the particular the technology what we have used in the fabricating IC here. Okay, so these we call as different logic families. Then we need to know, it's necessary to know what you mean by some parameters. So parameters in the sense, in the voltage levels, okay, in the voltage levels, what are these the terminologies, okay, what these parameters. First one, so already we have seen VCC. So VCC in the sense, so VCC is the voltage supplied to the IC. So whatever we are seeing in the previous circuit, that is 5 volts, so that we have applied to the VCC, that we call as voltage supplied to the ICC. Then what do you mean by VOH? So VOH is a one, this is the minimum output voltage that represents logical 1. Means suppose if there is an IC, it wants to send as a 1, logical 1, it wants to send outside to the logical 1 output pin. So minimum voltage it should be VOH. So what level, what is the value, that depends on the logic families. Okay, CMOS will have some value and TTL will have some value. So that we will see in the comparison at the last. First we need to know what you mean by VOH. So VOH means voltage output high, okay, or output voltage high. So what is the minimum voltage is required to say as a logic 1. Similarly VOL, so what is the maximum allowable output voltage that represent logical 0. So I want to send, means in digital either you will send 0 or you will send 1. So what is the voltage level minimum it should represent? Okay, so that we call as the VOH. What is the maximum we can represent such that we can call that as a 0, so that we call as VOL. Similarly VIH means the minimum logical 1 input voltage. It means if you want to receive the voltage from the other device, suppose there are two ICs, so one IC wants to receive and other will send. So while receiving, what is the minimum voltage such that I can recognize as a 1? Similarly, what is the maximum voltage such that I can receive the voltage or receive the information as 0? So these the terminologies we call as VOH, VOL, VIH, VIL. This is with respect to voltage levels. Similarly, if you take the current levels, ICCH, so basically we call as ICC only. So this is the supply current required to operate the IC when the voltage is logical 1. Means suppose there is a IC, it wants to send 1 at its output. So what is the minimum supply current? So from the power supply, what is the minimum current required to operate properly? So that we call as ICCH. Similarly, if you want to send logical 0, what is the ICCL? Okay, the supply current when we want to send 0. So like voltage, similarly we have IOH, means this is the maximum output terminal source current. Means when the output voltage is logical 1, means whenever there is a 1 at the IC output, So what is the current it should have, means what is the current it should source. Okay, so what is the current it should source at the particular pin in which it wants to drive the 1. Similarly, IOL, what is the maximum input current when the input voltage represents as 0. Okay, so what is the maximum input current? Okay, so what is the current will be taken when the input voltage is 0. Similarly, IIH, this is the maximum current at the input terminal, okay, at the IC input terminal when the input voltage is logic on. Whenever the IC receives the voltage, if it is 1, so what is the input current it should have? Okay, the particular pin should have the what is the input current. Similarly, the maximum input current when the input voltage represents logical 0. Okay, so if it is 0, so what is the current it should have? So these are the current levels at the particular input output pins with respect to the values 1 and 0. Okay, so this is all belongs to means this is all related to the logic family what we have used. Okay, depending upon that these values will be changes. If there is any changes in these values, so the proper value cannot be read. Okay, the proper value cannot be read or cannot be sent. Okay, these values should be proper if the IC need to be function properly. Okay, so this is current levels and the voltage levels. The next one, the one more parameter, the propagation delay. So propagation delay is a one. So it is basically we call as there is a delay between input to the output. Means for example, if you see the means if you are seeing the waveform here, so one waveform is going from initially it is 0 and again it is going high, again it is coming low input. Okay, one pulse like that, 0 and again 1, stay for some time, again low. If you are giving this pulse as input, okay, the output will come like so, means this is for inverter. Okay, so if it is inverter means the NOT gate, if it is inverter, if it is 0, input is 0, output will be 1, and if input is 1, output will be 0. If it is like this, so initially input is 0, the output is 1. So whenever there is a change from 0 to 1, 0 to high, then immediately it is not changing from high to low. It has taken some time. So that whatever the arrow mark what we are seeing here, okay, that is TPD, means the time for propagation delay, low to so here initially it is high, so high to low, high to low. Okay, high to low, the output is changing from high to low. Initially it is high and it is going to low. So to making high to low, what is the time it has taken? So we are seeing in the arrow mark, okay, the first arrow mark, 2 pairs. So it is changing from initially it was high and it is making low. So due to the change in the input low to high, as it is inverter, it will become reverse. So the time taken by that, the input to output, actually it has changed in the first line, but it has taken the time, okay, some time to change that one. So that we call as the propagation delay. Similarly, high to low at the input side and low to high at the output side. So again that calling as a high to low and low to high. Okay, that time taken. So that is TPD for high to low and TPD for low to high. So this the particular time, that is input to output change. So this we call as a propagation delay. So this is one more the parameter what the ICs will have, the propagation delay and the whatever voltage levels, current levels, all will be specified in the IC data sheet. So data sheet in the sense, so each IC after manufacturing they will prepare one document about that operation and what are the details, specifications of that IC, particular IC. In that one, these all values will be there. What is the propagation delay value, what is the voltage levels, what is the current levels, all those things. Okay, the next one, okay, these are the comparison. Okay, so one comparison chart. So if the family is TTL, then VCC will be 5 and VOH will be 2.4. Means if you want to say as send as output 1, minimum 2.4 volts you need to send. Okay, if I want to send 0, minimum the 0.4, sorry, maximum 0.4. So after the 0.4 it will not be taken as 0, it will be taken as some other junk value. So the maximum 0.4 we need to give, and if you want to say as 1, minimum 2.4, it should be above 2.4, then we can say that logic 1 in the TTL. Similarly for HC and HCT, and there are different values are there, and similarly you can observe current values. Okay, and VIL, VIH means to consider as logic 1, the minimum 2.0 volt should be there. Okay, if it is above it will taken as 1 only, but minimum 2.0. But if it taken as logic 0, if you want to consider logic 0 as input, so maximum 0.8. Okay, so 0.8. So before above the 0.8 it will not be considered as 0, it should be below that. So like this, these are the values with respect to the logic families and how it is varies. Similarly there is one more table. So in this he has given the different families in the left side. Okay, here we have seen HC, high speed CMOS. Similarly LS means low power, 74 means commercial grade, LS means low power, S means Schottky diode they have used. Similarly advanced Schottky, advanced low power Schottky, and ECL is one more logic family, that is emitter coupled logic. So these are the different the propagation delays, and these are the rise time, fall time. Okay, so rise time, fall time we have not seen here, but this is the time change from in the input only low to high. What is the how much time it will take? Okay, that we call as rise time. Similarly the fall time. So VIH, VIL, VOH, VOL, and in some ICs the VOH is not only one level, so two levels, VOH 1, VOH 2. So that range we call as the noise margin. So that we have not seen here, but there will be some ICs will have the noise margins, and these are the VIH, VIL, VOH. These are the parameters what we will see in the means varies with respect to different the logic families. So why we are seeing all those things is, so while working with the ICs we need to know one means is particular IC, one means how much value voltage I need to apply, and if I want to receive the voltage from the IC, so how much it should be if I want to say as logic 0 or logic 1. So because of that reason, to work with what is the voltage levels we need to know. Okay, so it is very necessary to know what are the levels with respect to the IC, type of the IC. Okay, so one more parameters, the fan out. So fan out in the sense the maximum number of logic inputs that the output can drive reliably. Reliably means the properly in a working condition. Means as we are seeing in the diagram, the output of the NOT gate. Okay, so how many, this first NOT gate, the output of that, how many gates we can apply, means for how many circuits we can use this output as a input. Means this output I can, means this output can be connected to how many number of the circuits or gates. Okay, so this we call as a fan out, means the maximum number of logic inputs that an output can drive. So this first gate, how many circuits it can drive. Okay, that we call as a fan out. So in the data sheet, so fan out also it will be mentioned, so how many gates, how many circuits it can drive. Okay, similarly the fan in will be there. So one input means it can be connected to the how many the input circuits. So particular input can be connected to how many particular the outputs, how many outputs are connected to particular one input. Okay, so that we call as the fan in. Okay, here it is not shown here. Okay, so now these are the some of the important parameters. Okay, so fan out, fan in, propagation delay, and the voltage levels, noise margin, so all these things. Okay, so this is with respect to the integrated circuits, so which are the information about IC which is much required to work with the ICs, okay, in the digital circuits. Okay, so this is with respect to IC. In the next class we'll go for the decoders. Okay.